Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday. It's my birthday today. So you can say happy birthday if you haven't already, but I've been receiving lots of happy birthday messages actually. So thank you very much for that. Very grateful for that. Now I'm just going to find this post because I've got something really important to say today too. Actually, it's been coming in thick, fast and strong, and I am pretty keen to get this message out to you, yeah? So let me just share this. All right. Hey, there's some people joining me live. That's nice. Let me know how you're feeling too, because there's been some pretty like energy about. A lot of people been feeling like frustrated and why isn't my life working and goodness knows what else. There's a lot of stuff flying around the collective at the moment. So even though it might be like look all fine on the outside, please know that you're not alone. There's been a lot of people private messaging me, you know, with stuff going on. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you very much. So yeah, like some pretty heavy energy, and even Elizabeth Peru posted this morning about what did you say? Something about the darkness has been stirred up since the eclipse or something, and I'm like, oh, feels like old news. It's like what I've been talking about the entire month of September, that, you know, there's some pretty hectic cosmic stuff flying around. So why am I still repeating the same old patterns? That's a really good question. And it's something that, you know, like with repeating patterns, I just got at the core of it is a belief around what you're worthy. And it's interesting, right? Are you truly ready to receive what you're asking for? Because, okay, the message that I'm getting, right, is, you know, you asked that question, Tammy, and pretty much what I'm saying on this live stream today, like what I feel really called to talk about is, you know, kind of the why. And, you know, the biggest thing that I'm really getting the message around, oh, you know why, you're just frustrated. Yeah, so it's like the biggest, like, you know, are you truly ready to receive what you are asking for? Which might be the change, or it might be whatever it is. Yeah, it is new moon. Thanks for reminding me of that, Cass. It is new moon tomorrow afternoon, I think, Brisbane time. This time tomorrow, actually, I think is new moon. So, well, it's kind of dark moon peak and heading into new moon energy. And then equinox, I think, is on Friday. So Thursday or Friday. So, you know, just keep in mind that we are going through these, you know, big shifts here. But, you know, like the key thing that I really felt called to get on live stream and talk about today was, you know, are you truly ready to receive what you are asking for? Like, are you really ready? Because if you're asking for stuff, whatever it is, relationship, health, well-being, money, like career, whatever it is you're asking for in your life, if you haven't yet received it, there's some, like, and I've been getting this message all day, like, okay, and it's spurred on from the free tarot today. So that's what I was opening. Oh yeah, and I did do that. So, like, I'm curious what number you chose in the cards today. And if you've read it, I'm sure you would have read it by now. If you've jumped on my live stream. However, the main kind of overall message to the entire, thanks Katie, like the 6 cards that I chose today or that came out today, like the kind of biggest thread underneath it that I felt was, you know, if you are asking for something and it hasn't yet happened in your life, there is like getting the message that, are you truly ready to receive what you are asking for? Meaning, are you truly ready to make the changes that your intuition is guiding you to do? Because if you are not, then you might as well give up asking for what you're asking for, right? Because I'm really getting the message strongly today that, you know, if what you are asking for hasn't manifested for whatever reason, shape or form, I want you to check in. Is there something that you've been getting an intuitive nudge about that you've been ignoring that is going to bring you what you've been asking for. That is kind of like my main purpose and message for this live stream today. It feels so strong, yeah, like really, really strong. You know, if that's your like number one key thing. It's like, you know, if you, and you know, and I was almost going to title the live stream something to do with responsibility, because it felt like that, you know, it felt like, you know, it's time to take responsibility for your life, for all that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, that word responsibility can feel heavy to people. Yeah, people like don't want to take responsibility. They want a quick fix pill and like, let's do this. And if there's no quick fix pill, they're like, well, I'm fucking interested. I don't want to do the work. Well, the message that I'm getting for you on this live stream, if you're watching this live stream today, that if you haven't yet received what you are asking for, check in. Is there something that you are getting an intuitive nudge about that you haven't taken action on? Now, it might be a drastic change. Whatever change it is that your intuition is nudging you on. If you are not taking action, you know, you can ask for anything you want. You will always get an answer about actions to take that will help co-create, manifest what you are asking for. If you are not listening and taking action on that, well, of course, it's not going to come in. So I'm curious, is something going on in your life that you haven't yet manifested? Tell me, yeah? Let me know. Let me know below. I'll wait for the comments to come through. And I'm just going to bring up this here so I can see it. Hey, Gani. I'm not sure if you say Gani or Gani. How do you pronounce your name? Okay, so... yeah, and when you said that, Tammy, too, you know, why am I still repeating the same old patterns? You know, that if there's a belief there that you're not worth it, or, you know, like, it's kind of like, yes, there's a certain readiness to make changes, and, you know, how sick and tired do we get before we actually make changes? Like I was just saying before, you know, like the human kind of consciousness and ego collective just wants a quick fix pill and let's get on with it. Whereas, you know, like, you know, if you're not doing the work, well, then it's not going to happen, right? Like the inner work. So Katie said, I totally agree with you. It's like when I have that something, I'll be happy. When it should be, I'm happy first and that something may come. Yeah, that's so sacral chakra. Well, that's like a number one key with manifesting. It has to come with it from the inside out. Yeah, it's very much, you know, feeling that happiness and whatever you want within and being that, and then that vibration will attract that. Yeah. It's filling yourself from the inside out, not from, you know, that emptiness coming within. So let me know, is there something that you've been trying to manifest and it hasn't happened yet? I'm curious. And if there's been any, you know, like intuitive nudges that you've been ignoring, just give me some thumbs up if that resonates with you. If there's something that you haven't done yet. Pulling a liquid crystal card. I felt called to have the liquid crystal cards with me today on this live stream. So celestial quartz has come out for what I'm talking about here. So, all right. Yeah, so very much what I was talking about, yeah? Okay, so it's getting that message around, you know, like I said, I wanted to call the live stream something about taking responsibility for your life, but people are like, responsibility, pff, give me a quick fix pill and sort me out, right? Fix me for me, yeah? That's kind of like the state of our collective consciousness. Nobody wants to fucking do the work. Well, there is people who do the work, and they are the ones that see results. So if there's something that you've been ignoring in your life, take action, take notice, right? Listen, we are in ear chakras. So this celestial quartz, beautiful celestial quartz there, from the liquid crystals. It says, if celestial quartz has come to you today, you've reached a time in life where you are ready to truthfully see where you place your personal power in the world. In the coming days, observe your actions and those of people around you. Remember, there should be a balance of incoming and outgoing energies where power is concerned. A lack of personal power usually results in one becoming a victim and losing love for self. So exactly what I was saying, that, you know, people don't want to take responsibility for their life, and the message that I was getting on this live stream, like if you just joined, hey Kristen, you might want to, you know, like, rewatch the live stream, but it was just so strong all day today. It's kind of like, you know, if you haven't received what you're asking for, and there's intuitive nudges that you've been ignoring, even though there might be drastic changes that you need to make, these are the things, you know, you ask for something and you will get messages about what you need to do to take action to make that happen. And if you're not taking action to make that happen, well, they'll just keep knocking until you listen and take action, right? You pulled a celestial quartz this morning, Tammy. How funny. Must be strong message today. Because it says, yeah, losing love for yourself. And, you know, basically not listening to intuition is a very much, you know, losing love for yourself. Very, very much, yeah? An excess of personal power can become a corruption of the highest order, birthing an ego that can take the reins of life and may even believe that it is the spirit. Above all, know that celestial quartz is here to show you the truth. So in that there, what it says, an excess of personal power can become a corruption of the highest order. So that's kind of like Hitler comes to mind when I think of that. It's kind of like that excess of personal power can become a corruption of the highest order, birthing an ego that can take the reins of life and may even believe that it is the spirit, yeah? So it's like, you know, that kind of control, domination is that excess of personal power. So being conscious of where you are, like giving your power away, you know, like it says in that victim mode. And, you know, it's the kind of the message, it just relates to the message that I've got today, of course. Interesting, it says, for many people, this crystal is very confronting as it provides such a pure and absolute view of the self. So in relation to the darkness that people have been feeling since the eclipse, and as I shared Elizabeth Peru's post this morning, and, you know, like the darkness, it's like, you know, we've been faced with our shadow to no end, basically, yeah? It's like it's time to, you know, integrate the shadow. It's like, you know, and when we're facing the shadow, it's not a nice feeling sometimes, right? So just be mindful in the coming days of where you are saying I can't instead of I can, or saying, or just pretty much that I can't, or I'm stuck, or can't see a way out, or anything like that. Just be mindful of where you are placing your power, because that's giving your power away. Whenever you say you can't, or I don't know how, or whatever you're feeling that's not high vibrational, that's when you start to give your power away. So by reclaiming your power would be things like forming questions. How can I do this? How can I, show me the way, please show me. They're very open energy questions, yeah? So just noticing your train of thought. And speaking of, you might have seen that today I released on my birthday today. I wasn't going to release it actually today. I was going to release it tomorrow. But last week when I was flying back from New Zealand, flying to New Zealand, and it was the 11th, and then the 11/11, and I was like, oh, okay, it's the, you know, and it just came through so strongly, you know. And if you've read my post today of my birthday giveaway that I released today, it was just, it's like to celebrate that, and it's like to remind you, yeah, to remind you of the power of your thoughts. Now, if you're watching my live streams, if you follow my work, you will know this stuff, just like I know this stuff when I got reminded strongly last week on the plane last week that your thoughts are creating your feelings and your feelings creating your reality. I'm like, yeah, I know this stuff. However, when we kind of brush that off like that, it's like, that's what stuff we need to look at, right? And I was like, oh yeah, well, okay. And it was more like about, okay, it's time to take radical responsibility for every single thought that I'm thinking, every single feeling that I'm feeling, and completely own it, delve into it, and see what it is teaching me. Especially if it is a repetitive feeling, especially if it is something that feels recycled, especially if I've been here before. Yeah, because it is now more than ever after this, you know, like the eclipse has happened, and now it's kind of like there's all this like time to face the shadow, And it's like time to, you know, in facing your shadow, reclaiming your shadow, and integrating your shadow, it is very much around reclaiming your power. Yeah? You're not blaming. You're taking responsibility. You're owning it and really like using that. Because when you do reclaim and own your shadow, you bring yourself, a part of yourself, back to wholeness. Yeah? And in that wholeness, we are able to be more conscious of ourselves rather than disowning a part of ourselves, which becomes a shadow. Yeah? And then it plays out in our life until we want to reclaim that again. It is a choice. And as we do that, we become more conscious of ourselves, we reclaim our power, and therefore we need to be more conscious and take more responsibility about what we're thinking, therefore what we're feeling, therefore what we are creating. Yeah? So, when this time is, I think for me, I need to believe that what I want for myself is totally possible, even if I don't know how or see it, how it can work within my life at the moment. Yeah, and that's a big one. That's a big leap of faith. That's a big, you know, trust in self, trust in, you know, feeling, a big trust in your intuition, big trust in your life purpose. Here we are, base chakra. It's a big trust that, you know, what you want, and what did you say there? So that what you want for yourself is totally possible. So whatever you're wanting and whatever you're desiring in your life is there for a reason, because that's part of you and your purpose and your life path and your beingness. Yeah? If you didn't have a desire for it, it wouldn't be possible. Does that make sense? So whatever you're desiring is there because that's part of your soul's path. So that it is like that's possible. Because whatever you want is possible. Yeah? But does that make sense? Like, if that will help you to shift the belief that you can believe that it's possible. In a sense that, you know, like you're desiring and wanting that because that's what your soul is here to create. And when we take a step forward, everything turns up. When we take a step forward, everything turns up. Not until we take a step forward do things turn up. We need to take a step forward and things turn up. Yeah? So, you know, like that's a big part of trust in self, in your soul, in what is calling you, in what you're here to do and be and create in this world. And that's coming from within your heart and soul because that's your path. Yeah? So the trust in that comes that if you didn't have those desires, like it wouldn't happen. Does that make sense? Yeah? It's like, thanks AJ. It's like that space of, you know, like that's part of your life purpose and your calling and your path, that anything is possible. And those wants and desires that you have are there because they're there for you to create, to attract, to bring into this universe. They're there for a reason, and they wouldn't be there if it wasn't going to happen. Yeah? They're unique to you. Hey, there's a few new people coming on. Ah, thanks, Frankie. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Appreciate that. Cass says the invisible staircase theory, easier said than done. Yeah, it's so much easier said than done. 100%. 100%. Big time. Big time. So, I've just... yeah, makes total sense. You're welcome, Tammy. So, I've just pulled a card in saying what I just said. And it is the Zircon Life Changes, which is the spider animal totem. And a lot of people going through life changes. And if you just jumped on this live stream, you might want to go and re-watch. Yes, sure, Frankie. So Cass says, I wish to manifest my strongest solar plexus chakra. For sure, and that is trusting yourself, believing in yourself, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, knowing that you're worthy. It's kind of like, well, I was just about to say, it's like the most common wounded chakra, but yeah, throat chakra is pretty big. But yeah, the solar plexus, you know, like gets that space of, It's interesting because the zircon's quite gold there too. Like, you know, like that's our sun, and it powers up the rest of our chakras. Yeah, it's bright yellow like the sun, and it gives us power. It's where we feel empowered, or we feel like a victim. It's where we give our power away and where our light shrinks, or we feel bright and, you know, we radiate that out and people feel that. And it pretty much aligns with the card that I just pulled with the angelic truth. Just feel like there's something else coming through for you there, Cass, when you said that. So, I wish to manifest my strongest solar plexus chakra. I'm curious, okay, so I'm curious what you're doing about manifesting that. And if you're asking for that, and then are you taking action on the feelings, on your intuition of what to do to create that? Or, you know, it's pretty much what I said in this entire live stream. You know, if you haven't received what you're asking for, are you taking the steps that your intuition is guiding you to do? Like, if there's something that has been intuitively nudging you and you've been ignoring it, don't expect anything to manifest. Because that is, you know, the key is, like, you know, if we manifest something, if we want to ask for something in the world, and then we're not taking the steps that our intuition is telling us to do, well, how can we expect to manifest it? Yeah. So if that means making drastic changes that you've been putting off doing, well, then you might need to start thinking about doing that. Yeah. If your intuition is guiding you to. If it's been there for, like, you know, okay, it's time to do it now. Feels like this is what that live stream is about for you. So I've pulled a card for you, Frankie. It is Appetite Foresight. And this is out of the liquid crystals today. So appetite is that, I'm pretty sure this is the one which, okay, interesting, because I'm thinking of you, Tammy, when you're talking about this, which pretty much is a big, like, you know, connection into the topic of this live stream. And like I said, if you just watch this, just join this live stream, you might want to start over and watch the start, because I gave the key of the entire live stream pretty early on. It felt strong to just get it out there. It says, if appetite has come into your life today, planning is the key word. Your negative cycle that seems to repeat itself in life has been recognized by spirit and is about to be broken. And my little input, however, you need to listen to those intuitive nudges, which is pretty much, it just feels like so tied in with the live stream today. Whatever it is that you're about to enter or undertake in life, be sure to use your intuition and ability to foresee the outcome. Hello. Take time to plan every step and try to remove the obstacles before beginning. Appetite is also asking you to be sure of what you want. Ignore all external pressures that ignore all external pressures that are pushing you. Think and then act. Things that are to be yours in the world will wait, and if they do not, they were never supposed to be yours. Reaction in the world leads down an unpredictable path that is not really yours to walk. The lessons you encounter will lift you back to your true path. Offer the choice to think and then act again. How many times will you walk the circle? Yeah, so appetite, when I pull this card, appetite is very much around those addictive patterns, and, you know, like, are we listening to our intuition? Or are we listening to ego, and are we listening to outside external pressures about what we should do, which is pretty much what I was speaking about on the live stream the other day. Hey, so that's for you, Frankie. Thanks, Grant. Appreciate that. Tammy says it's why it's come back around again, because I'm strong enough to break it now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So when, you know, and that's like I was saying earlier to you, you know, like there's a particular timing when you're ready to do things as well. And it does come from that strength. And, you know, like this is like, listen to your intuition. Yeah. And all of your ability to foresee the outcome. So take time to plan every step. So, you know, it's like when we're like, there's a difference between intuition and reaction, obviously, right? But when we're just, you know, and it's interesting because, yes, we can get an idea and act on it, and it's intuition and we do that. However, when it's a reaction, you know, like it's kind of like, oh, we see that person doing something, or we feel threatened or have some sort of reaction from an external thing, and we're like, oh, I better do this then. right? Rather than getting the divine intuition yourself and go, oh yes, do that. So yes, we can take action quickly. However, it's tuning into whether it is intuition or whether it's coming from the external pressures, yeah? So that's the message for you, Frankie. Very relevant to the entire live stream, of course. Fully looks like a big, I don't know if you can see it, like guardian, like the big arms here, you know, with the big hat and just kind of standing in the power. Whoops, it's so hard to do it backwards. It looks cool. You're so welcome, Frankie. So like I said before, I released my $7 giveaway birthday thing today, which I'm just like still a bit crazy that I even did it, but it makes so much sense because, you know, like I said on the plane last week, it just came through really strongly to start, you know, like really taking responsibility and conscious choice around the thoughts, around the feelings, around, you know, like, yes, we're light workers, yes, we do this stuff. However, it's like taking it to the next level. And then it's like, what are we actually receiving that we're not taking action on that is blocking us, yeah? And what are the fears underneath that? And why aren't we even doing that, yeah? So I'll post a link in the comments to my birthday giveaway, and that's only available until Saturday. So that is all. Yeah, I can cast. I feel like the cards that I have pulled already have been that too, but I will do that for sure. So I'll post a link in the comments to my birthday giveaway. So that's all my 9 chakra books. So that's the ebooks that I wrote. And there's over 50 audio meditations correlating to each of those books. Plus, you also get the access to the Clearing Energy Blueprint straight away as well. So that's, okay, cool, no worries. So that is like just ridiculous. Like, it's over 96% off. So it's like, it's $7. Like, when I add it all up, it's like over 200, or it's like 197, I don't know, something like that. So for $7, you're getting all my 9 ebooks, over 50 audio meditations, plus access to the Clearing Energy Blueprint for $7. Isn't it fucking crazy? But, you know, if I'm serious about helping you, and if you're serious about helping yourself, each of those books, they are pretty much like, they're process books, yeah? So in each book, there's meditation. There's the meditation, which I've written, but obviously you're getting the audio meditations with it as well. So you've got kind of no excuse. No excuse. It's like 2 coffees, yeah? You've got no excuse to not do the work. So you've got the meditation, and then you've got a space for reflection time, yeah? So each of these books is like a process book, yeah? You can work through them and work through your shit, basically. All in here, they're all very different. As you know, each chakra is very different. So you're getting all of these books, ebooks, not hard copy, ebooks, and all 57 audio meditations to go with that for $7, right? So crazy ridiculous, but if I'm serious about elevating the consciousness on the planet, and you're serious about taking responsibility and stepping out of victim mode, which is pretty much the angelic truth card, the celestial quartz that came through on this live stream, then my commitment to myself, you might have heard me say on live stream yesterday, day before, that I've got some really massive changes coming up in my life, like phenomenally huge changes. And my commitment to myself and to you is that I am upping it. I am amping it and upping myself and my level of responsibility to myself, my life, to you guys, to the planet, to whatever, but ultimately to me, with the thoughts that I'm thinking. creating the feelings that I'm feeling, creating the reality that I'm creating. And in that commitment and dedication is that whenever I speak or share anything, I want to really make a conscious choice that it is of a high vibration, that I am elevating my consciousness and my awareness to really take responsibility for what I am thinking, feeling, therefore contributing to the planet every single moment, every single choice. Yes, there's down days. Yes, there's feelings. And yes, there is feeling consciously everything that's feeling. But my commitment and dedication is to really amp it up. Like to take radical responsibility for everything that I'm thinking. So if you want to work with me from this day forth, you're going to need to have a very similar dedication and commitment to taking this much responsibility. I therefore am from this day forth, maybe it's a birthday thing, I don't know, but it's come through really strongly, that if you are not willing to take responsibility for your thoughts that are creating your feelings and actually do the work and create, you know, your reality and take radical responsibility like this, I am deeply sorry, but until you're really ready to step up and take this much level of responsibility for you, yourself and your life, I'm not really ready to work with you. Yeah, but when you're ready, I'm right there. And it is the start of my goddess year. Yeah, and this is my goddess commitment to the earth, to the planet, to my life, because I've got some huge changes coming up. I'm not ready to share exactly the details of what they are yet. As always, I end up sharing with you when I'm ready. But it's a huge life change, like it's massive, and this is just the start of it. So hence the download on the 11th about taking radical responsibility of the thoughts that are creating the da-da-da-da. And this is my gift to you, that if you're really ready to do the work for $7, you can jump right in, because when you start at the crown and work down, and you've got all the audio meditations, so you don't even have to sit there and read the meditations because they're actually audio recorded and you're getting that for free. This is like $197 value altogether, including you get access to the Clearing Energy Blueprint, which can take you another level deeper again, all for $7. This is ridiculous. This is like what I'm offering to you guys, and my commitment and dedication and stepping up in all areas. But the nudge and the intuitive nudge, and this is like the point of a live stream, that if there is something that you've been getting an intuitive nudge on and you've been ignoring until now, it's time to not ignore that anymore. Because if you are not receiving what you have been asking for, and you've been getting intuitive nudges that you haven't been listening to, put the 2 and 2 together. It's simple. Yeah? Time to listen, time to take action. Yeah? Right, so plus calling in your soulmate, there is less than 7 hours left to grab the early bird for that. So that's at the Sacral. You've heard me talk about that for so long. If you're not joining calling in your soulmate on the early bird, so we're starting on the 21st, so that's Thursday. But early bird closes tonight. This Sacral, a lot of this Sacral is based on the calling in your soulmate. What we're feeling into in here, we've got all the imprints. This is the big wound one, yeah? If you've got stuff that you can't shift, Sacral is where it's at, baby. But if you want some more dedicated support, then definitely jump into calling in your soulmate. I'll post the link in the comments for that too. So, only if you're willing to step up and take radical responsibility for your life. Continue to follow me, watch me, and transform your life at the same time, yeah? All right, for the collective consciousness of this live stream and beyond, okay, this one was stuck and that one fell out. So this was stuck, which is Jade, Dream Work, which is very, it looks very heart chakra because it's green, obviously. However, the dream work is, yes, the dreams that you have and the dream work that you do in your sleep. It is also working on your dreams. which is very sacral, which is everything I've been talking about. Are you listening? Pretty much. All right, where's Jade? If I can know the alphabet. H-I-J. There we go. Okay, so if Jade has come to you today, it's time to take notice of your dreams. Did I need to read that? This can be relevant on two levels. First, relating to your dream state that occurs when you sleep, and second, to your goals and ambitions in life. Whichever it is for you, the message is the same. Listen, assess, and then act accordingly to embrace the necessary changes. So, needed I pull cards? Are we getting the message of this live stream today? If there is something that, this is not what the card says, but is there something that you haven't been intuitively listening to that you need to take action on to manifest your dreams? Pretty much what all this is saying again. Both the above levels of the word dream interact, often giving rise to each other. This little fact is often overlooked, so write down all that occurs while you sleep, as you may be creating your future. Jade only comes into life when we need to know that anything is possible. Are we listening? And we are truly limitless in our ability to manifest. Now is the time to live your dream into realization. Do I really need to read the card meanings? Because it's pretty much what I've been saying on the live streams, right? Are we listening? Yeah, if you're watching this live stream, take note, yeah? Whatever it's, now is the time to live your dream into realization. Whatever it is, take steps so the rest of us can see it. Hello! This is the most sacred stone of the Ascended Master Serapis Bey. He may be calling you. I'm pretty sure Serapis Bey is another name for Merlin, I think. And it's Jaguar is the animal for this one. The other card that dropped out is, for sure, Kristen, Blue Lace Agate, Calm Expression, very throat chakra, Living Your Truth. Living your truth is the throat chakra at its core. Not just speaking it, living it. So Blue Lace Agate. If Blue Lace Agate has come to you, tread lightly and gently in all matters. For she only comes to those who must take the path of calm, truth-filled, peaceful expression. All matters and courses of action are best approached from a truthful space where the wisdom and logic of air can be blended with the emotion and fluidity of water. It's very interesting because the throat is like, you know how I always say if you're stuck in your head, not grounded, you cut off at the throat, and that's why when we come down, we ground and live our life purpose from the ideas down. And this whole thing about space from where the wisdom and logic of air can be blended with the emotion and fluidity of water. So that could be seen as the heart chakra because it's emotions. So the head and the heart connect through the throat. Yeah, if the throat is blocked or we're not living our truth or we're not grounded in our body, we're cut off and we live from here, we get stuck in our head, ideas, ego, and we don't take action. When we're able to feel comfortable in our body, feel what we're feeling in our heart, all our emotions consciously feeling, then we can definitely be grounded and live and walk our truth, yeah, with the wisdom. It says, Blue Lace Agate appears only when there is too much fire in the expression or the possibility of it. Her message is take time, breathe, and then take action with an open heart. So again, it's similar message to what Appetite was saying, yeah? Plan and then take action, yeah? Take time and then take action, yeah? Determining the difference between action and reaction is her playground. All the same messages. I don't need to pull any more cards. Seriously. If you're not getting the message about this live stream, you're going to have to rewatch it several times because the message has been very clear throughout this live stream. Out of all the cards, it's the same message, yeah? So determining the difference between action and reaction is her playground. You've been asked to look at this within yourself. For one who takes action with love and joy, this stone isn't endless as the blue skies where the clouds dance. But for those who would react with fire, she warns of the inevitable, ever-breaking wave of emotion, increasingly turbulent the more it is ignored. open your heart, and then open your mouth. Blue lace agate tells us the world is ready to hear what you have to say. Again, stepping into what you are here for. Yeah? All right. So, Kristen, this is for you. Would you believe it? I don't need to read that again. I don't need to pull any more cards for this live stream. Seriously, if you're not getting the messages from this live stream today, you need to watch this live stream several times over. Yeah, I don't need to read that out again, Kristen, because it's exactly the same message. I just literally shuffled those cards, right? That's crazy town. Okay. You had a feeling. Yeah, all right, Debbie, I'll pull you a card too. I think you just joined. Yeah, really important. You go watch the start of this live stream after this too, because, oops, now the whole deck's just fallen on the ground. So Morganite for you, Chris, Debbie, this is for you, Morganite. So equality in love. If you've just joined this live stream, really important that you go and watch the replay. Debbie. Relationship is the key word here. It's a beautiful pink. Can't really see it. It's beautiful, beautiful pink. Ah, where's the camera? Beautiful pink. Be sure that you are expressing and listening from the heart. Whenever we make the commitment to enter a relationship, regardless of whether it is personal, business, or even the choosing of our own parents, it is easy to forget in physical life how powerful and important it is. We are selecting our teachers. These people and mutual experiences have been chosen by you to sculpt and help you become everything you've decided to be in the world. Make sure that you really see relationship is not isolated person to person type relationship, as an artist has a relationship with their brush, a gardener to their plants, and a healer to their role in service. The message of Morganite is one we all need on some level. Take her hand and grow. So equality in love. So no better than, less than. No, I know better in relationship. You're right. I'm right. You're wrong. All this is kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's kind of like, let's come from here instead of here. Which, if we look at the message from the entire live stream, is about being, you know, speaking and living your truth, not being stuck in here. Yeah? Yes, it is Dreams for Jade. Yeah, if you just jumped on to Tabitha, you might want to go and watch the whole live stream, because I was just pulling cards for everyone and the collective, and it was all the same message I was getting all day, which I jumped on live stream to share anyway. So really powerful, potent message, and very much about, you know, what I'm committing to. Being my 33rd birthday, and the messages that I've been getting and the huge life changes coming my way, which I'm a little bit nervous about. I'm not ready to share yet, but you want to jump on the replay and watch this live stream to hear the whole message. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for all your birthday love. It means a lot. And get ready to explode your life with the message from this live stream if you take it seriously and really step up. Yeah, because that is my commitment to you, and some big changes are coming to to my life and therefore the world. So thank you. Keep it really real. Lots of love. Namaste.